Hosea, God's Redeeming Love, 1 through 3 and 5. Lesson 1. Introduction. 1. About the time that Amos, the country prophet, was prophesying to the northern kingdom of Israel, another prophet came on the scene. A. His name was Hosea. B. Whose name means salvation. Joshua and Jesus are derived from the same word. 2. While the audience was the same, there were some differences. A. Amos was from Judea. Hosea appears to have been from Israel. B. While Amos showed little patience with his northern relatives, Hosea displayed a large degree of sympathetic understanding toward his own people. C. Just as Amos is reminiscent of John the Baptist in his approach, so Hosea is reminiscent of how Jesus approached people. In this lesson, the first of several on Hosea, we will see why Hosea was so sympathetic even as he condemned his own people for their sins. Background material. A. The man. 1. His father was named Beri, Hosea 1:1, but nothing more is known of his ancestors. 2. Some think he may have been a priest in view of his high regard for the duties and responsibilities of the priesthood. 3. We read of his wife, Gomer, Hosea 1:3, and his children, A. Jezreel, a son, Hosea 1:4, B. Lo-ruhamah, a daughter, Hosea 1:6, C. Lo-ammi, another son, Hosea 1:8 and 9. B. The date. 1. Hosea prophesied during the reigns of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, kings of Judah. Jeroboam also reigned during this time in Israel, Hosea 1:1. 2. Most place the time of his work at 750 to 725 BC. 3. Hosea was possibly a young man when Amos was almost through with his ministry. 4. His work in relation to other prophets during this period of time. A. Amos and Hosea prophesied to Israel. B. Isaiah and Micah were prophesying in Judea. C. Background of the times. 1. For a good background of this period of Bible history, see 2 Kings 14 through 17 and 2 Chronicles 26 through 29. 2. The northern kingdom of Israel was on its last legs. A. Sin was even more rampant than seen in the book of Amos. B. Religious, moral, and political corruption was rampant. 3. One word sums the condition of the nation of Israel: harlotry or whoredom, used 13 times throughout the Bible. D. Key to understanding the book. 1. An analogy is made between Hosea's experience with Gomer and the Lord's experience with Israel. 2. This analogy is described in chapters 1 through 3 and serves as a backdrop to chapters 4 through 14. Hosea's family and analogy with Israel, chapter 1, 1 through 3 and 5. A. Israel's rejection symbolized: 1. Hosea is commanded to marry a wife of harlotry, Hosea 1, 2 and 3. A. Her name was Gomer. B. If the parallel between Gomer and Israel is exact, then she was not a harlot at the time of the marriage, but her background would prompt her to become one. C. She certainly would come to symbolize what Israel had become. 2. Gomer bears 3 children, Hosea 1, 4 through 9. A. The first son is named Jezreel, 1, which means God scatters or God sows. 2. His name prefigured God's judgment on the ruling house of Israel, Hosea 1, 4 and 5. B. The daughter is named Lo-ruhamah, 1, which means no mercy. 2. Her name describes God's attitude towards Israel, though Judea still found grace in God's sight, Hosea 1, 6 and 7. 3. Some suggest that the daughter and the son to follow were not Hosea's. A. Note it does not say she bore him, Hosea, a daughter as before. B. Gomer had become a harlot, Hosea 2:4. C. The second son is named Lo-ami. 1. His name means not my people. 2. Thus God declares his rejection of Israel, Hosea 1:8 and 9. This ends Hosea, Lesson 1, Part 1.